What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. We're going to be looking at the hand history from Pete. So Pete played the $22 Wizard Mystery Bounty on Poker Stars. Took first place for almost on 1.3K. So let's see how he did it.
Hello, everyone.
Ooh, super
Yeah.
late edge. Was this a rebuy?
Nope, first buy-in again.
Oh.
Talking about coming in hot from kids' activities and stuff. All right, what do you like here?
Against two players with ace 10. Good question. Good question. I don't know if I'm jamming enough.
Ace Jack offsuit, definitely a jam. Eastern offsuit, I think I'm mixing between flatting and shoving.
Let's see what the peak says.
I mean, should be a slam dunk shove.
Is it?
What if the flatter has a 14% 3-bet range, but a 33% VPIP?
So he probably three bets all the good hands and then,
Yep, super cap.
yeah.
Which solvers that you're using?
Peak GTO for now.
Okay.
Courtesy of our friend, Mr. Jonathan Little. Quality coaching products for years.
I was looking at the Prometheus this morning, multi-way.
Yeah, 50-50. 50% all in. Maybe 60% all in. Okay, so that's a good one. And then you can jam some ace 4, ace 7, ace 8. 10-9 suited, ambitious. Alright, so I could jam. Just take it. Would this be a raise button cutoff hijack? Is it 25? Hijack? Yeah, I thought so. The floor. Okay. So you have a rules here, Pete, on what size do you pick? Can you tell us how you?
So when it comes to this short stack stuff, I tend to use 10% of a player's effective stack to a minimum of like 2.5 big blinds and a maximum of like 3.5 big blinds. So, sub 25 big blinds, I'm going to use this 2.5 sizing. And then over that, I'm going to adjust based on the player's stack depth.
Okay. Open jamming here from the cutoff 19 effective. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think I would just min raise.
Can we see 17 strategy? Maybe we start shoving some.
Yeah, we're a little deep for this, right? But 15, it's gonna find it. So
Yeah, I think even
19.
17 it might find
Yeah.
it.
A little aggressive here.
Not aggressive enough, I say.
Okay, so this is a spot where we could check raise, right?
Yeah.
Button cutoff, hijack, low jack. Like 20 big blind effective. Low jack raise, big blind call. Then we get ace of heart, 8-6. 8-6. Check. That's small. And then king jack off. No, not really check raising.
Yeah, we're just pretty short, right?
Yeah. You see, you just fold, mixing. It was mixing, right?
Mhm.
King jack. Mostly a fold.
Yeah, it's almost strong enough to float with the spade heart combo, but
Okay, 8 bigs.
yeah.
This is a
Guy
very
raises
tough
half his
one.
stack here. This is a weird spot.
Yeah, very close, right? What do you do?
Well, the problem is like you're kind of pot committed, right? Are you gonna run like if the player had gone all in, I'd be more inclined to call it. When the player doesn't go all in here, like this just screams pocket kings.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I think it's an easy folder for this thing that.
Yeah.
I guess this is gonna be a jam. You just call it here. Button cut off.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Should have jammed here.
Was cut off, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, cut off small blind.
Small
Yeah.
blind. Doesn't have a calling range.
Yeah.
About 15. Oh, small blind.
So what you're speaking about, Paul?
It was. Pocket three, 50-50, I guess. Could be a jam, could be a call.
Yeah. Because the small blind's not really supposed to call here, it's a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah. This is just an all-in.
I'm actually surprised the threes had any calling range there.
Well, it's because when the small blind gets deep enough, he
Yeah,
traps by
yeah, no,
calling.
yeah, I understand
so-
why. I was just a little surprised to see that. I thought it'd be all red pretty much, or gold. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay, chipping up.
Okay, your villain goes 3x here, full pocket sevens.
Let's take a peek. Yeah. It's tough
Yeah.
because here the villain's a little out of line. He has a 42 B pip, right? Wide guy. Very tempted to jam here, but it's just too many alligators in the water behind us.
Okay, do you ever call?
Too
No,
short.
no.
Alright, so this one is probably just an all-in. You go non all-in raise.
Are you folding then if he comes over the top?
Probably not.
No, we're pretty pot committed here
Why not just jam then?
because I need to protect my range a little bit. This is one of those hands that's gonna call off,
Okay.
right? Because we're gonna do lots of three betting, and so this is kind of setting up some stuff for a little bit later where we're gonna have some more non-all-in three bets in spots where we should be a little more jammy, and
Okay.
population is jammy.
I like that. I don't really think through that much with that hand. Two pair, good.
I don't know if you should raise here because they're so strong. Right? Nothing can go wrong. You got really three outs against you.
Can
So,
you go three streets here? The answer is yes, so you want to bet.
It's what's a kind of a weird spot where the guy like probes one, and I'm like, how are we gonna get the if I call here, how am I gonna get the chips in, right? Without an overbet jam somewhere.
Yep.
I would raise smaller, like 3.
okay.
Okay.
Three makes 10. Quarter. Yeah, works too.
Yeah, actually, let's look it up real quick. Look it up by Jack Low Jack. Then we have Queen of Diamond, Jack 5. And he bets a little bit. And then you have King Queen suited. It's a fine raise.
5.
What about the other clubs? Do they raise more? Ace 5 of clubs, not so much.
It wants you to raise to 5.5. I would have thought his bet was better than that.
But it's against a 1.8, right?
Yeah, it's a 3x raise.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, it's raising 18% of the time here. Like ace queen. Yeah, plenty of raising. Okay, why do you not open here? I think if I check full jack under the gun one.
No, I should be a pretty standard open. I
would
wonder if I was grabbing a drink or something, but
I would
I fold
fold.
those. I fold those every time. Those suck.
Okay, you fold
we
here, are
must
you?
be getting we must be getting close to the bounties activating. Maybe that's why I passed that 9-8.
Yeah. I think
Like
this
that's an
line,
open.
yeah, should be open.
Yeah.
Is this ever a check raise with queen jack off here? After bet call?
Not once there's a flatter, right?
Yeah.
Like against the opener, because we have the heart spade combo and block the most amount of continues, I could consider check raising. But once that flatter's in there, man, like all of a sudden holding the queen of spades becomes bad. Right as you condense that flatter to more and more aces.
What do you pay for Prometheus? $100 a month?
I'm an affiliate, so,
Oh, you pay nothing, but okay.
okay, so low jack versus both lines.
I didn't know you had it. So it's good to know. It can do multi-way.
Ace of heart, ace of spade, 6. Check, check, check. Bet small. Call. The queen jack here. You could do it, low frequency play. And mostly folds with the queen. It's raising more with the jack of spade. Okay,
Yeah, we do have the one combo that can do it, Queen Jack, blocking the most continues, but like it's a pretty dicey spot.
yeah. So you're gonna raise some 6x. You wanna raise a lot of aces here.
Mhm.
A little bit of 9-6.
And deuce X raising a ton.
Yeah. 3 deuce. So those are all flush draws. And 4. So you actually raise a lot of top pair and a lot of flush draws.
What game is this?
The 22 mystery bounty on stars.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. What about calling here?
Yeah.
Cut off by
Indifferent.
jack, low jack.
Fold. It's fold.
Yeah, it's kind of cuspy. There's a few shorter stacks behind us. Like, I don't think we're deep enough to really set mine here.
50-50.
Indifferent.
Folding is fine.
Oh,
Okay, getting
spicy.
spicy here, Pete. Can you explain that one?
All right, let's take a look at this. Here, 10-3. I must have a note on this player.
Yep.
This doesn't make a lot of sense.
Must
be
be folding to three-bet a lot, right?
Oh, 8 for 8, 100% fold to 3-bet, right? This guy's just targeted.
Okay.
So that guy's never called a 3-bet from me.
Okay.
And yeah, we got to be pretty close to
Then cut off by
craziness
jack, low jack.
activating.
Is this a raise?
No.
30 effective from the low jack? Yeah, no, it's not.
What about an ICM?
Okay, so this must be in the money, right? With this going on here.
Yeah, this looks shenanigan-y. So like Big mystery bounty pops, A7.
Super punt.
Yeah. So get ready for some craziness.
Okay, very exploitative here, Pete. Oh, run into it. Do you remember that hand?
Yeah, double flush draw bricks. The guy checks back, right? All his value because the mystery bounty just activated, but want to get it in. So he just has a lot of flush draws that missed here.
I
So
guess you ran into a 4.
uh
Well, the
no,
thing is,
this guy took a long time to call. Yeah, I think he has a 10 here.
Oh,
he never
good
has
call.
an X price because he would raise pre-flop, and then when the four pairs and he checks back, he doesn't have much fours either.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't check back.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
checks turn. Turn goes check check.
Oh,
And yeah, he just has like 10-8 or something here
oh, okay.
at Jack 10.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. I couldn't make that against Louis in the heads up.
okay, ace five, it's gotta be a raise, right?
Big bounties
Shove.
are out there. Yeah.
Is it good enough to shove?
It is, but I don't.
You can't look at this in Chippy V, man. It's like MKO in the money. It's so different.
Yeah.
Well, it just gives you an idea of the opening range, right?
No.
So one of the things I did recently was I looked at prime dope and I looked at how often an ace runs into a better ace with the amount of field behind. And so like an ace here, ace five is gonna run into a better ace against five opponents fairly frequently.
Yeah.
And so when an opponent is more incentivized to call here, they're never going to fold a better ace. You're just going to run into a better ace more often here. And so
You know,
that's
30% on a call on a if someone calls it here, it's terrible. Yeah.
yeah.
The first or second guy might fold like ace 7 off, but I agree with that logic. They're not
Well,
gonna really fold much better.
yeah, everyone covers me. The big bounties out there, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna get called by lots worse, but the problem is like against two people, my hand is pretty weak, right? Even like a hand like ace nine is just much stronger, flops a stronger second pair or top pair.
Hmm.
Your five's always gonna have like, some overcards to it, or it's just gonna be a rough spot for a five. But hey, five big blinds, we've come back from worse. Four big blinds. Okay, let's go. And see, here's the difference between ace five and ace nine, right? We flop that pair with the nine, and we're in good shape. Right? The ace five would have faced three overcards there.
Right, so I guess you go, but what would you do with like jack nine here?
Well, when we limp, we're limping to kind of get the access to the bounties. And so like once the guy puts it in, it doesn't really matter what the other guy's gonna do. Right? So Jack nine suited, I might play the same way. Jack eight, I'd probably pass here, right?
Okay.
Just not strong enough. But the connected ones are gonna flop strong enough, often enough.
You might supposed to be calling range here, depending on the bounty power.
Yeah.
The
Ooh, 10 on the
10.
turn.
And we get a little booty. Yeah, you can see the other villain like 9-5 suited, right? Like when he's in there with that, like all of a sudden our Jack 10 becomes much more powerful. Oh, I don't
This,
know about this one. There's
this is,
already a limper. This is gapped.
it's
Mhm.
close, right? Very close.
Is it?
No, it's not.
A little too weak, I think.
Feels like if the
Yeah.
big bounty is in here, I wouldn't know what to do here. Cause even
So
if you
do you-
lose the flip against him, this guy is just playing any two.
Well, don't forget there's the original limper in the pot with 40 bigs who covers us too, right?
Yeah,
So playing against two covering stacks, I'm gonna be a little more linear here. Yeah, tricky limping king queen suited here, right? So
All the flush.
Mhm. But yeah, I mean, this is the mystery bounty part of the tournament. This is full of all kinds of crazy hijinks.
but what do you do here? I think I'm calling.
This is annoying. I think you have to call.
Yeah, we cover both. We could win the small side pot and get a huge booty, right? Like this is just a gross spot in MKOs. It's like, okay, torch my good poker HUD statistics. Let's
Hmm.
go. Jack on the turn. Pretty
Get
live
up,
actually.
double knockout.
Mhm.
Mhm. And some baby booties along the way. But now we got some chips. We're gonna get out of line a bit.
Okay, would you call 6-4 suited here?
The 21's covering the 15. 6-4 suited. Probably 6-5 suited for sure. 6-4 suited probably. Probably pass on 6-3 suited, the double gappers.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, what do you lead here?
So on 8 and 10 high boards, those two are uniquely specifically good for the small blind. In that their flatting range really comes in that part of the deck. And so some 8 high boards and some 10 high boards we lead, and we can't call a bet with this hand. And we do still cover in the MKO, so it just leads tiny,
Okay,
quarter pot.
I have a question. I can see you're flatting a lot against opens. I'm guessing that's to invite squeezes from short
Yeah.
stacks. Is it a pure flatting range?
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh.
you notice it's a limp pot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was an ace jack flat before.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, until the big mystery bounty goes, I'm just going to see a lot more flops, especially when I cover like this, because I can apply a lot of pressure post flop.
tough
Oh boy.
spot. I think I raise here.
Well, it's an MKO. I don't want to push that guy out with 9.
So you're just gonna smooth call, okay?
Of course. And there we go. Blood in the streets. Let's go.
Club him.
Sorry, Kings.
Do you just get it in?
If he was a little shallower, I would here. Um, yeah. I'm not sure if I raised this for a different reason. What's his thing? Oh, he has a 25% 3-bet. Pretty aggressive player. So we're just gonna take a peek and see what happens.
Okay.
Get a pretty good flop. And take it down.
Cause this spot, I'm jamming a lot here, Bree. I just wanna get it in for the bounty. And I think like
So-
pocket eight will do pretty good. Like he's calling 7, 6, 5, 4s. He's calling a6 that are under like pocket eights, like a7, a6, a5. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be calling queen 10 suited, probably. Or well,
When you have an opponent who's really, really aggressive, like he has a 25% 3-bet, right? And 100% c-bet. So small sample size, only 134 hands, but you know, when an opponent that aggressive is this kind of like passive, it's a little bit sus to me. So yeah, I could have jammed here, but we take a bit of a lower variance route and pick up a small pot.
If he
4.5.
bets, you call. If he bets flop, you call, and then just kind of figure it out on the turn. I guess 2 overs sucks though if he bets, right?
Yeah, kind of, right? We have one of those marginal made hands with the thing.
With the spade though, yeah.
Freaky limp here, hoping that one of those shot, right?
Yeah, like bring them all to the party.
Okay.
Yeah. Guy smerls his like the ace high board, like it's just begging not to get, you know, to please fold some more, sir. Right. Massive stack covering me in an MKO and doesn't really go for value. Yeah. We must be getting a little deeper. Some of the bigger bounties have gone and stuff like that now, so we're a little more back in line, maggot.
Okay, very deep here. Is this not a good hand to 3-bet with?
Middle position against middle position.
Yeah.
There's another guy with 100 big blinds at the table here. And there's the 13, right? So it's just kind of a wait and see spot, I think. It's the hand that flats pretty strongly. No, yeah. Yeah, pretty
He
good
does.
check back on the river, right? Our
He
hand got
does that
nerfed
one.
with its value.
Yeah.
Not great. Yeah, okay. Not much doing there.
Any merit in calling here since it's just for one big and then it's 3, 4, 5?
He covers me and we don't have a heart. Just pass,
Okay.
right? If I covered him, I probably would have called. But
Um. Okay. think I would size down a little bit here.
Yeah, without diamond, probably
It's-
wanna
It's a
Is
third,
checking top
Yeah.
set a crazy idea?
third.
in a is this a 3-bet or 4-bet pot?
Three
Three
bet.
bet.
He 3-bets and we just called.
Yeah.
Then why did we lead here? This doesn't make much sense. What happened?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, you were the 8.
Oh, we're the big blind. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. 3-bet, C-bet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I would size down. I would make it like 25% here.
So typically on like this is a bit of a connected board for the flatting range. He's gonna have lots of stuff that connects in the middle here. So I think we can size up a little bit. This hand particularly is okay to size down, but I think our general strategy is wanting to size up a little bit here. So on ace high and king high boards, I almost always use 25% size. As the board gets lower and lower, I use a larger size more and more frequently to leverage fold equity when he particularly hasn't hit an ace or a king.
Okay.
But either way, he just had an auto fold, and it's funny. Like he should have a ton of continues on that board.
This I think I would defend multi-way.
Um,
This would be
ooh,
my floor.
so Cuspy, yeah. One of the things multi-way is trying to protect top pair with a 10 or a 9 is a really negative proposition. And so you can't bet it from out of position. It's hard to check raise it. Your kicker's so marginal. Yeah. I just try to avoid having a 10 or a 9 in my hand in these multi-way spots a lot.
Okay, ambitious jump here.
Um, yeah, he's just too short to min raise. So we get it in a little dirty and get some fours.
Bunch of fours, huh?
Yeah, probably could have just folded, but I don't really like to fold. Still covering it in MKO. So
Well, probably easy fold. Let's see what you do. Fold, yeah.
yeah. But look how out of line. King 10 off. Like that was notable at the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like good idea, but wrong combo. He shows up with King 10 suited. It's not that notable, but King 10 off.
8-3,
It's
I think like ICM multi-way, you wanna fold. But I think in the MKO covering both, maybe it's good to call one.
I wouldn't blame myself if I folded here, right? If you're gonna start fold, like this is one of the first hands you're gonna fold if you fold a suited hand. So
Scammed on the river.
Interesting. The guy made a full house and then checked back.
Did he?
Yeah, it didn't go for thin value. Off 17 bigs with a full house.
Then, yeah, both of them, right? Check on the river. What
Yeah,
a spot.
he taught these guys to check the nuts.
This one is tough because you kind of want to continue with queen ten of hearts, but this guy's left to act and he's really shallow, so he's gonna shove like so many 5x and then some bluffs. Then this guy could just have a king as well, so tough spot. I think I would raise this.
Hmm. So the big blind is the guy who covers us here, right?
Yeah, but still you make it two, he jams, and then you have a clear picture in position.
Yeah.
Straight. No, that not the straight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight. Would have sucked out on both of them. But I gotta be honest, if the big blind calls, I don't know if I would.
Everyone goes in, big party of the mystery. I would not
Yeah,
limp
like
here. Oh, I
all
see
the big
why.
stuff is, yeah, he's already all in, so
Yeah.
we could just see a flop just in case. Oh, look at that. We just scammed them all.
Yeah. But a long way behind, right?
Way behind.
Look at this guy too.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's good. I like the jam. But this is final table,
Okay.
am I wrong?
Yeah. This is final table. And so this is our was this final table? I think this is.
Probably, right?
Chef Blast Hero Curly. Yeah, I think this is it. Harry Duck.
So you were the shortest stack at the beginning, by far, 10x covered.
Yeah, 10x covered by two people and like 6 and 7x covered, and like we were in a tough spot here. And it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Open jamming 28, this guy is happy.
Into two guys who have 72. While
Yeah,
there's a 7 and a 12. Like ICM aware, not so much.
yeah. Has never seen pocket kings, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, ace deuce trying pretty hard here on the 4
Yeah.
with the showdown hand. Wow. 6
Yeah,
big
there's
blind. Pete, you
some
sure
butchery.
you send me the good tournament?
Oh yeah, yeah, relax. I told you it gets worse before it gets better. I think we're gonna have to pick up ace king here soon. Here we go. All right. Rocky's been knocked to the mat. Bottom of the, 12th mat round.
5 big blind in the dream.
Yeah. Face the jammer.
Church.
So but I mean, there's still a lot of work to do here. But fortunately, this absolute ICM butcher wants to play a 60 big blind pot.
Oh man, what is he doing? Okay,
She's
has a
crazy
hand.
tonight. Yeah.
Has a hand. But still. Oh, they're picking. Jack 10 off, he goes with. Okay. Why would he re-jam
Yeah.
Jack 10 here? I mean, he's short, but Jack 10.
I don't know. He just said, hey, I've had enough. So we've seen like 30 big blind jams, Jack 10 off, covered in MKO, getting it in. Yeah, there hope springs eternal here. Even though we're still a small stack.
I mean, look at this ICM Shaitan just open shoving 60 big blinds.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah, there's a lot of butchery that goes on here at this FT. Huge 3-bet pot. Yeah. I'm gonna
Calls the
donk on
3-bet.
this nonsensical 6.
Yeah, leads off pot, gets the bad news, and then folds. Wow, what a poor use of your stack.
Yeah.
Right?
So do you still think it's bad EV to play this tournament?
It's crazy, right? Those people are like, that's what I kind of said. Like, people are gonna like hunt bounties in the wrong spots, although all the bounties are gone.
Mhm.
They're gonna do all sorts of things. So if you know what you have to do, there's a good EV here, I think. Okay, open, 3-bet, 4-bet. Right, not a bad 3-bet from him.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he just gets stuck, right? Has to call off.
Yeah.
But now we got a little chippos. But the other shorty chips up. Still not a great spot for us. Now look at this player. Just jams 40 big blinds on the button.
Yeah, this guy is insane, right?
Yeah. Welcome to
Doesn't
Poker Stars.
doesn't want to play post, so he's just like, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Again. I can't wait to get aces and limp.
3-bet call. C-bet call. Tricky spot. Ace is pretty great for the 3-better. Goes for it again. Takes it down. Oh, here it goes.
Ooh,
What are they up to? Oh my god. What?
it's 5 off. How do you
Ace
like
5
that?
off. He's like, ship it.
90 big
Wow.
blinds in the small blind. Completely unafraid.
Wow. Crazy guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna get served this time.
Yeah. She's crazy tonight. Total larcenous loon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, little tricky 10 on the river. So wait, okay, so raise, flat. Bet, raise, get it in. Get it in with, that's a weird play. Very weird play when you're covered at ICM here. Getting it in 20 when there's an 8 big blind, 14. And then tied with this guy, I don't think it's good.
Hmm.
I think like you bet, you raise, you're in a world of hurt here with your ace 10. So I don't think it's ever a jam. But he gets there. No, he does not.
Yeah, he had ace 10, guy had ace jack, he got pimpled.
But I don't understand. Am I not seeing things right?
Yeah, he just
Oh, the
There are two
queen.
queens.
The queen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Either way, ladder, let's go. So yeah, she's crazy tonight is getting chewed up. Whoa, well, I guess that's the end of king queen suited.
Yeah. What would you do here with like ace jack off? Probably fold as well. Ace jack suited is a
Yeah.
tough spot, right?
No, you just fold.
Just
Right?
Like
fold.
even ace king offsuit is a tough spot here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think I'd probably lose the money with ace king here, but maybe not. I only cover one guy. Pocket twos, 8-9 off. Welcome to the final three.
Yeah.
Harry Duck. What a punt.
So final three, you got 10, they have 100 big blinds each. How are you gonna come on top?
Patience.
Pocket
And a bit of
four,
luck.
4 or 5 suited, you had a pretty big sweat here.
Pretty big sweat, but like pretty aggressive call off here.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like why does he want to call off with 5 high for that? But okay.
This is a bit wide of a jam.
Yeah.
25 bigs, I think it's a bit much.
What if I told you Mr. Chef Curry folds 83% of the time?
Hmm,
The three bets.
hmm. I don't know, ace 10 suited is so strong against the
Mhm.
buttons range. I don't know if I
Yeah.
wanna see a flop here or not. And if you jam, you take it down 3, it's pretty great, but maybe you could make like a nice hand post and then get to play for bigger.
Yeah. This is one of those hands that I don't want to three bet non all in and have to play post flop. So suited tens and jacks are usually the first things that want to jam.
Okay,
We have the ace blocker to top up value. So
limp. I would bet one here, I think.
Hello.
it's okay. When he bets the jack, like the jack doesn't really connect. So he's either gonna triple off with the value on the low hand. Like I'm not really afraid of the jack here.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like this is a classic fish line. Bet flop, bet turn, give up river with your bluffs. Right? If he triples off, like it's a tough spot for me.
But on a 4-liner, sure.
Yeah, like stick it in. But he fails to stick it in.
And people never bluff when they're ripping very narrow.
He missed me jam that 9-4.
Right, Peter, which game is it?
22 mystery. But all but one of the well, there's one medium-sized bounty. Everything else is small now, so bounties don't really matter.
It was Poker Stars.
Yeah.
I think here I would have bet the flop one. Then I would have blasted the turn.
Mhm.
Okay, nice jam.
Yeah, my last hero folds 72% of the time to 3 bets. So we're going to be very active with an ace or a king in our hand there, and we're
This is gonna be a jam as well, right?
um this one,
Mystery?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to jam here or if I'm going to flat. We do have a flat. This is the hand that's going to do it, right? Like ace jack and jack 10, pocket nines. Pocket nines are too strong here.
I don't think I'm flatting very much here. I would just stick it in.
Yeah.
I think suited tens like to jam.
I don't think
The
you have
stronger ones, right? The blocker oriented ones with the king, queen, or ace.
I think jack ten suited as well.
Probably. Maybe a bit of a mistake here.
I will not be surprised at all if it's a flat in a mystery.
Usually at ICM, especially under 20 big blinds, your flatting range disappears like ice under the sun.
Yep.
Okay, I like that check raise. I think it's pretty good.
Is this not a pre-flop jam?
No,
No?
I wouldn't jam here.
So
Have an ace
this,
blocker here when you jam.
yeah, this Chef Curry guy, he folds like 84% of the time. So I'm going to jam a lot worse than this. And yeah, like, not really that afraid of this post flop, right? I don't know that we get a better queen or better jack to fold here very often.
Right?
I mean, if he overfolds, maybe these offsuit combos are better to jam, right? King 10 offsuit, queen jack offsuit.
For sure, you can expand if you think of that as your value range, you can expand your value range here. Right? But I think you're going to expand your value range holding an ace or a king here first. So, but yeah, probably could jam that.
So what about this one? Min raise or just open jam?
This is probably strong enough to raise call off. So I'm probably going to raise call off here. I would probably jam worse than this.
Okay.
Right, really, are you playing raise Dodolini mystery covered?
Why
Sorry,
do
what
you
was
call
that, Zell?
here?
So he doesn't have a lot of aces pre here because he would be more aggressive with them. So he either has a 9 or nothing here a lot. And this guy's also showing a propensity to give up on the river. So when we have a note that this guy gives up his bluffs on the river, we could call this turn bet knowing that he's going to be very honest with us on the river.
Okay. What do you say, though?
I asked if you play any non-all-in raises in the spot at all covered in mystery.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is final three. Huh?
Yeah, like the bounties aren't really super relevant here.
I see, I see, I see. I just woke up. I'm from my phone.
Counterfeit.
Oh, counterfeit. So there, if he jams river, we're just gonna give up. But when he doesn't jam river, we're good. But it turns
What
out he had a value hand that got counterfeit.
what would be the floor of your opening range here? Queen 10?
Um, so probably offsuit nines in this high ICM environment, but resilient with aces and kings. So probably like uh ace seven, king eight, queen nine.
Oh, three bet.
Yeah,
So what's his fault to three bet here? Must be very high.
70%.
Okay. Hmm.
Slightly problematic, but we get a pretty good board.
So bet small, then it just folds.
Mhm.
I think this is probably the floor of the defense, but goes a little bit wider, like a little bit like 3.5 instead of 3. So probably you just fold. Let's see.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I think I would jam here. What do you guys say?
Probably, probably not. Probably flat.
I think
25.
it's just out of range. Probably okay as an exploit if you think you have reason to exploit.
Do you guys ever fold here?
No.
Either fold or flat.
Yes.
I don't think I jam.
I think
So
flatting is
25.
the worst option. I'm jamming here.
Yeah, I would never flat. I don't think it's a good spot to flat. So I'm all
Yeah.
in or
I know.
folding. Well, because you're covered by both, you're not closing the action, you're set mining and you don't have the right price to set mine at this tag depth. So
Yeah.
I think it's just push or fold.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We just go for a fold. So once upon a time, a really strong player told me how weak twos and threes are in ICM. And when you look at like lots of ICM strategy work, twos and threes fall out of range pretty fast. So we pass a spot that's maybe a little marginal there. Could have got it in.
Okay, so here you bets when you call standard. Now he's polarizing and you call again. Why is that?
Um, we still just have a marginal made hand. We're just still ahead of all the bluffs. It's also a rainbow, so all his hands that are out of position that we're relying on picking up equity didn't. So we're less vulnerable against draws here, even though our hand is still kind of really marginal in terms of its showdown value. We
Okay.
also have seen that like not this guy, but the other guy gives up bluffs on river, and so let's see if this guy has the stones to bluff the river.
Checks back. Check.
That he
And
makes a
he
jack
hits a
sometimes.
jack.
Yeah. Okay. So good spot.
Very close to a jam here. What would you guys do?
I do think I want to jam this a fair bit. Yeah.
Zoff, what would you do?
Repeating.
Yeah, okay. He goes for the 3-bet small. And he folds.
I guess if he doesn't fight back and never forward bluffs, then it's probably better because you
Yeah.
just
And I think if you look at a theory range, you're going to see that some of those are 3-betting and folding to a jam, and some of them are jamming straight up, and you can kind of like mix a couple different ones different ways, and a couple are calling. So it all seems reasonable.
Yeah. Guy has a high fold to 3-bet, 70%. So
So you save yourself
okay.
money. The times he just has kings, he's going to rip it in
Yeah.
and tell you that he has a hand, and the times that he doesn't, you get to either bluff him off of whatever he has or play a flop.
this idea is
I
going
know.
to come up as pretty important in a couple of hands when things go nuts.
And also, it looked like he ISOs your big blind literally every single time. And to be
Okay, you lead here as the caller. You tell us more?
So when we call on an ace high board, we are really condensed to having a queen. So when the queen pairs, we're going to lead range a lot. And we've also seen this guy not going for value wide enough. So we just lead.
Pretty standard 1-second card pairs.
Yeah. And little half pot, 55%. I hope. Okay. Get value from an ace. Very nice.
you lead range on the 4 as well.
No, because we overfold against an ace, so we have less fours, and in ICM we defend less of the bottom of the deck. So I'm gonna lead middle card more often and bottom card less often, particularly the 4.
Okay, what's your strategy
Makes sense.
when you raise 7 deuce?
So did we just tool this guy on the last hand with the queen?
Yeah,
Yeah, so whenever someone loses a big pot and then goes into the big blind, there's a psychological effect of them having a loss mentality that they need to shake to get over it. And so exploitatively here, we're just raising any 2 against this guy because he just lost a big pot.
okay.
And sometimes
Well,
you raise any 2 and you get this.
So you just call here?
Well, he's making a mistake. Why would I try to dissuade him from making more mistakes? But it goes check, check, and now we probably have to do the work ourselves here.
think versus this raise on flop, when you have like any garbage whatsoever, you can literally just click range and like, it always has garbage.
Well, when he clicks us, but then he checks the turn, like what does he have? Like a queen with no kicker?
No, I don't think he raises. I mean, I don't know the population there, but from a logical perspective, you're not raising any queen X on flop.
So he shouldn't have any draws here. Sometimes he has a jack, right?
Sometimes, yeah, it's like random king 3 of clubs, but I think like flop raise is always garbage.
Okay, so you just get him here.
Yep, we'll go for the big chunky bet and get it.
And he called.
No, he folded. So
Okay.
I think
I was actually going to say, I think there's a case there you could mix your value with some really small blocks as well, and you might induce some spazzing.
I think river I would either go like 10% or check.
And I think this hand is strong enough to call off a raise from a spazzer.
Yeah, I think the problem is when he raises the flop and then checks the turn, he has a lot of hands like Jack 10 that are just like trying to get to showdown now.
So
But I think it kind of like thread the needle. you can get yourself called by some ace high with a small bet, some
Sure.
jack, some pocket fours, and then you can also induce some spazzes from
Well-
some hands. Or if he somehow has a king here, he's not gonna call 10%. He might just like raise it 3x or something, raise it 4x.
Potentially.
So what size
Yeah.
would you go for here, guys?
20%.
Okay,
I would go 10% and depends on opponent, sometimes check. Because
you guys
Oh,
best
don't
case
wanna-
scenario,
Wanna do it, that's fine. with
Louis,
me.
maybe you can look at this in the sim. I think this would be very interesting to see.
I'm not stubborn.
well, it's gonna be tough to have this hand in range.
No,
We'll have other hands though. We just like, we'll have,
change my game.
honestly, we would have some,
You just pick
My
like,
natural tendency is to be super aggressive, so that
yeah,
then
9
wouldn't
deuce.
feel, you know.
Okay, so
Okay.
35 effective.
Whoops.
Are you talking with us, Chris?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I unhit the mute. No, I'm talking to my coach. I'm sorry. I gotta log out. I got a coaching session right now. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem, no problem,
Take care.
Chris.
Okay. You recorded it because I want to get a recording of this to catch the end, even though I saw it. I don't remember it right now.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
So raise, call, we have a queen, club, deuce of spade. Then deuce of diamond, queen, club, deuce, deuce.
one thing to say though is that I think sure we could have some random Jack 10, Jack 9, King 3, whatever, but I think like raise flop is a spaz to begin with. It's not like going to be necessarily a logical hand to raise the flop with because there are none. So like
I mean, honestly, he
What-
probably has some just like airball raises here. So it might be a
Yeah.
case where like the fish kind of plays reasonably, actually. Like quote unquote good players often have no bluffs here.
no, and then after he's going to give up everything on the turn once you call out of position.
Yeah, because like Louis
Louis,
hovering,
does
he's
this
supposed to
pre-flop
have
yet?
some frequency of Jack
Sorry.
8-0. He's supposed to have just some whatever. King 3-0 I
This
see
is
in
the
there.
third time this run that I've seen you raising junk in small blind, Pete. Is this like
He
an
explained why.
exploit or?
Oh,
I
he
know, but
explained why.
I wasn't here. I
Yeah,
wasn't here.
so on this particular hand, we just cooled him on the last hand, and so anytime someone gets cooled and then goes into the big blind, they're a little bit psychologically vulnerable here, and so we kind of expand our range to just push him on this spot where he just lost a big pot to us.
Don't you think that'll make him more likely to VPip wider?
People are actually they have this psychological bias that they are losing to this player. This player is lucky. This player is a fish. This player just beat me, right? This player has my number. And it doesn't last very long. So if you can get them the very next hand, they still have this psychological thing that they have to overcome, and people just don't overcome it very well.
Hmm.
So when he raises this flop, like, yeah, the stuff that he should raise is stuff that kind of wraps around the queen. So like some offsuit jacks and kings and stuff like that. So I thought when he checks back the turn, he might have a jack. Because like it doesn't make sense to raise and then check back here very much. So let's see what that line looks like. Yeah, jack of hearts.
He was
I
just
get
taking
where
a
you're
shot and
coming
giving up.
from. It would make sense, but like the thing is that it's just a spaz. Like he can do it with like literally any two cards, thinking all right. A lot of bad players do it, thinking board is dry, and then they just try to do some weird stuff. Right?
Well, also he
even-
has trip deuces and you don't. I mean, you do, but you don't in theory.
Yeah. We are raising like all the offsuit or all the suited deuces here. Like we have a bunch of suited deuces defending us here too. So it's still blind versus blind.
Okay, so you're supposed to click back a little bit with deuce six here.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of deuces clicking back here.
Then your
But that's pretty
queen-
dependent on him having Queen X in range. And
Yeah.
it's possibly the queen. I think deuce and error is actually more likely.
Fair.
The church is supposed to raise back here.
Yeah.
Hands like pocket
Two
seven,
overs,
maybe?
right?
And then random,
in a
ace seven, ace six, ace nine.
Yeah.
So you just call, turns the jack of hearts. So yeah, checking a lot of deuce. So you check, it checks back.
And
He's
king of
supposed to be
hearts.
blasting this turn.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you can see like tons of hands, mixed give ups, 10, 9, 0, 7, 4 suited, he's checking.
When he does turn a jack, like he's mixing betting with the jack and checking with the jack. So it's kind of what
I
I'm
think in
targeting.
reality, they check with a jack more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid that we have a queen, because what else could we have? So
Okay, and then when it goes
Man,
check, check.
if river's
king
a
of-
brick, I feel like you just rip it in, but king is very not a brick.
king of hearts too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we do go for chunky value with our jack, and he just folds. So it's mixing. Looks like it's checking the full houses, betting ace deuce, 10 deuce, 5 deuce.
It's spotting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in, right?
Yeah, it uses the non-all-in size 34% of the time, the all-in size 18% of the time. Mostly going small with the queen and big with the deuce. So we go pot and he gets out.
To go.
Are there any bounties left at this point? I mean,
Yeah,
sizable.
there's one, so there's three, and like two are min for like, 15 bucks, and then there's one for 100 and some.
Okay.
So there's one medium one and two smalls. Oh, here we go, Louis.
Okay, what size would you go for here? Is this a spot where we should size up or betting small is good?
Completed equity, gonna be in range of our opponent. I don't think we get to use a big size on this board.
I like small.
Okay, so 30.
Should be range
effective.
small, right?
Yeah, I think this seems like a textbook small spot.
Oh, get ready to throw the textbook out the window.
So jack eight of hearts, and then nine of.
Spades.
Jack eight, nine. Then he checks. So mostly small. No sizing up here.
Yeah, just pocket queens.
So we bet small, and then the unthinkable happens.
What's the unthinkable?
6x check raise.
What?
It's a big
That's
check
normal.
raise.
What do you mean unthinkable?
All right. Let's put a little context on this for everyone here. I have at this point 486 hands against this player. He has never check raised a flop, turn, or river.
So what do you make of that?
You don't
in
think
danger,
he'll raise
girl.
8-9 or Jack 8 though?
For sure. He definitely has some value here that we're ahead of. But he also has a 12% 3-bet. So I'm thinking he doesn't have ace jack here.
Okay.
So we're starting to get a little more condensed. I think he would probably, because of this, be more inclined to call with king jack. So I'm starting with ace jack, and I'm starting to remove king jack from his range here. I think he could certainly have jack 10 here. But one of the problems is we also have the 9 of hearts, right? Where, like, if he has a bluff, and I don't think he does, it would be like 10-9 of hearts. This guy is more call oriented. So I thought about folding the flop here, but this seems crazy to fold the flop, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So we call. Rick on the turn. And then it gets it in.
All right. So in the chat, or you guys can say who's folding and who's calling here.
I'm calling, bro.
Bogdan is.
Bogdan
I'm
probably
gonna
jammed
call.
pre-flop. Okay, Danny's calling. Bogdan's calling. Calling. All
I
right.
mean, let's count combos, I guess, right?
I'm glad you said that.
3 combos of 8s.
Yep.
Full frequency queen 10-0. Do you think he has 10-7-0? Probably, right?
He certainly is 10-7 suited.
Yeah.
So 12 combos of queen 10. A
Yeah.
couple of combos of,
16, right? Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
16.
12 and 4,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And then 4 more on the suited side for 10-7, and maybe sometimes, 10-7 off. But because I've already pruned, like he doesn't have ace jack here and king jack here,
5.
I'm starting to worry, like, okay, he has sets of eights here sometimes, maybe.
Yeah, that's 3.
And then he
We
has,
block all the other value that we want him to have, huh?
yeah. And so
Well,
holding
I
the
just think
jack is tough.
I don't know if I'm on team call yet, but I do think people have combo draws here sometimes.
King 10, ace 10.
Queen low of some kind, queen 7, queen 6. I wouldn't, of hearts wouldn't shock me.
So
Yeah.
if you had 486 hands and this guy had never check raised a hand, do you think he has combo draws here?
Mm.
And the combo draw that I'm worried that I think he has most is 9-10 of hearts, but we're holding the 9 of hearts.
But he's supposed to be check raising a lot here, like 20% of the time, right?
Mhm.
And then it's probably not gonna be jack 9 because that's what we have. So do you think he's check raising like jack 10 pure? Queen jack almost pure.
I think I think he is check raising queen jack and jack 10. If I put those in his value range here and remove king jack, he has more combos of a flopped straight than he does of this king queen jack and jack 10. And so I thought about it for a long time and I was like, he just has more combos of straights there than he does an incomplete hand with a touch and a straight draw or a touch and a flush draw. And so I'm just going to fold.
So he raised big, you call, and then 3 a spade. The spade, right?
Yeah, 3 of spades.
Then he just pots it or goes
Yeah,
all in.
he jams range.
This line is just so like he wants you to fold. And there's players I play against regularly. When it seems like they want me to fold, it's because they have a bluff.
Yep.
But I can't tell you what he's doing.
So now we watch the end of the tournament and we're going to see some other spots where he doesn't take this type of line, right? With some value hands and stuff like that. So as
That's-
the tournament went on, I felt better and better about the decision to fold here based on other stuff that we'll see.
Because he was just nut pedaling.
He just never jammed again until we stacked him.
So I didn't think about 10-7, but 10-7 is full frequency in range. When I saw this, I only thought about queen ten. But
Yeah.
there's 10-7 as well. You could
Yeah,
even
it's
have 10-7 of hearts or spades.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
so 16 combos of each flopped straight versus 8 combos of Jack 10 and 8 combos of Jack Queen. Right? Then if he ever has a set of eights here, I mean, he also could have 9-8 that we're ahead of, but we block it. So,
Yeah.
nitty fold.
So Pete went with the fold here. So strong read on his opponent and then, the tough decision. I don't think many people make that fold, right?
Yeah.
I think based on combos, so wait, we're getting like, we need like 40% equity to call
Yeah.
based on his sizing.
Yeah, he goes a little over, so yeah, somewhere around there.
I think it kind of hinges on whether he has 10-7 off.
It's a big blind defense. Hard to think he doesn't.
Because there's still 6 combos of 9-8, 6 combos of Jack 8, 8. If he, well, it also hinges on whether he has Jack 10, Queen Jack, which I don't, if this kind of player, I don't even know if he has Jack 10, Queen Jack.
Yeah, it would be
Well,
hard to believe he has a Jack 10 here.
I don't know that he check raises and then jams Jack 10, except like Jack 10 of spades, maybe. Right?
Hmm.
And even it
So,
would be a very strong play,
yeah,
I don't think most people do that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's close. I put some counts in the chat. I mean, based on, if the counts that I put, I think we have the price to call because we are winning half the time, but some have equity, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of assumptions you need to figure out. Interesting spot.
Yeah, it was maybe the coolest spot of the tournament, and so I'm glad we looked at it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Pete ended up folding.
Great fold.
Yeah, good breakdown, Danny.
I think I counted properly.
Yeah, the real danger is if he has 10-7 offsuit too, right? Like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah.
And then
Right.
like maybe Queen 10 of hearts and spades aren't doing that on the turn. Maybe 10-7 of hearts and spades. I don't know. Hard to know.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
think they
aren't
do
as scared.
exactly that. It's final three, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, but they don't need it. Like 10-7 off, maybe you're scared of both flush draws, but when you have the flush draw, maybe you're not 1.5x pot jamming. Maybe you're just betting 3/4 or
He's
something.
been like super passive, but using small size. Uh,
Yeah,
like
like
this
here
here,
he
he's reopening the action in position for small.
yeah,
Very
3
passive
into
guy,
15 on the river.
and he delivered the sauce on the other hand. So
Yeah, like look at that small size on the river there,
yeah,
right?
What was it with? It was with the straight, or what was it with?
We didn't see.
He the opponent folded, but like it goes
Oh, I
small.
see.
He went small on the turn, small on the river.
Jammer.
another close spot. What do you guys do here?
Jam.
Fold.
You fold here, Danny?
Yeah.
Three-handed middle stack. We have the most to lose and the least to gain.
Do we play any calls here? I don't think there's much merit.
I don't think
Probably
so.
too short.
Just give Danny the hard questions from now on. He gets the answers we came to as a group in like 3 seconds. He was like, not good enough to jam. Maybe call, maybe not. Never mind.
Do you float here? Then he does this. I think he has a 7 every time he does this,
Yeah, it's a 7 sizing.
or nothing.
And see, now we look and like his bluff size is 1 chip, right? So now I start to feel better about that fold. Maybe a little bit of cognitive bias on my end of things. Bet 10% of his stack. Could have gone a little bigger there.
No hard.
Ugh.
Maybe you
It's
could.
not a 5 doing that, right? Like, probably not.
Yeah. All right, so
All of
there
a
he goes
sudden,
with the
chip
jam.
leading.
Yeah. From 10x covered by both players to, battling for chip lead.
Oh, church
Okay.
him.
All right, easy game.
Ooh.
Oh.
All
All right.
Four here.
Warning bell. Dangerous spot.
Yeah, right. So we just fold 3 high flush draw.
That's a big size, man.
That is a huge size.
Yeah, we have a pretty strong read on him, right? He's just sizing up for value
Yeah.
and then not
Value and
bluffing
protection
enough.
here.
And then when he bluffs, he use small size.
Yep.
So it seems to be kind of straightforward.
Yep.
I would fold even if I weren't against that guy.
Thoughts. We go with the big size. Now we got him 2-1. And classic bet, give up bluff on river. Got him 3-1. Start to go into jam territory.
Oh. What does he have? An 8? Okay. Then we call.
Looks good. Fade the
Negative.
spade.
Big sweat.
Fade it.
Oh my god.
It gets worse.
5 for the chop.
Yeah, you know it, baby.
Oh
So
my.
sick.
No.
Bro, this is a
Oh fucking way.
Okay, so the
Could have been
key,
worse.
the key here is to take a moment and to stop. And what I usually do in this spot is I take 10 seconds to take in a 4-second breath, hold it for 2 seconds, breathe it out, detach from the mental game space, and recenter myself to not wind up in an emotional reaction to this beat at this spot. So yeah, take some time bank, and recenter yourself mentally here. Hmm. Bus tour. Okay.
Man, what a nit.
Hey,
Checked river.
yeah. And now when you see him not going for value there, like that jam, just see it being more and more value heavy. The problem is like you might think he's still value with like, Queen Jack or something, but yeah. All right. Back to work. Grind this guy down. Ugh.
Nice.
Superior top 5.
Yeah, good check though. Lost them in.
Just a little 10 deuce. 10-7. All right.
Oh,
Here we go.
Nice.
oh, action killer.
Yeah. Say if I had a 4, I would have bet small, but we have 74, the over straight, so we have to pump it up a bit. Five, 3/4 pot, and he calls. Very scary spot when a 6 comes here on the river.
Do you jam
Very
here or do
expected
you
bonus.
check back?
He called the big bet on the turn. This connects with like some 2-pair junky stuff he has and completes the straight that we're afraid of. So we decide to pass this spot, I think.
Thing is, you block that set straight, like you block 5-5-7, 5-4-5. And then you have a
5-8.
pretty decent top pair. I really like the jam here.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cuspy. He could even have a better jack here sometimes.
Yeah. But on the side of your bluffs, he needs to defend like 9x and at least to this jam, right?
Yep. Oh, he calls.
Calls.
Another split pot.
Ay, yeah, 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 yeah.
All right. Take our breath, recenter it, think of our long-term brain. And
He's
just catch him.
so straightforward. He never goes for it.
Yeah, he just gave up the river again. Like, just call the turn. Just if he bets the river, fold. And that's the thing. Like with that other one, when he check raised and then jammed, he
Yeah.
had it. All right. We should be push fold territory. Here we go. I think this is the end.
Easy.
See ya.
All
Wait, against
right.
this guy, I think I would fold this, right?
He stuck it in his face.
Yeah.
Oh, he limped. Okay, sorry. I thought he jammed. Okay.
Yeah. He induced us. Worked.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has lots of folds after a limp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't call off. I think the floor for the call off here, if he jammed, would be what? King 9, at least?
In theory,
Yeah.
something like that. This might be like borderline too good to jam in theory, but like it's fine to mix it in. It's probably more like a king deuce spot. But maybe this is good too. You're probably good. I think you're good.
Yeah. For 8 bigs, aces and kings are just going to be pretty happy. So,
Right, and this is how Pete came back from being the short stack at the final table to shipping all the cookies with the big fold with the jack 9. So yeah. Pretty well played.
thanks for the review, Louis.
It's been a
Yeah,
pleasure.
well played, Pete. A lot of good exploits in there as well.
Yeah, if you play on ACR or Poker Stars and you can use Poker Tracker 4, you can take some pretty highly exploitative lines against players. And so,
Yeah, I like some of your stone air bluffs as well. Quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Well,
grinding those guys down with 7 deuce off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
But you can see once you target a player and recognize like they just give up all their bluffs on the river, they're very value heavy in their check raise schemes. Like they kind of play face up. So like I hope I see this guy in the tournament tomorrow night or tonight because I'm not
Yeah,
afraid of how to play him in any way, shape, or form. And when you can take notes on players on sites, that are less like GG and stuff like that, it becomes really, really important because you don't have the HUD statistics to say, hey, I can make an exploitative adjustment against this guy. And we studied GTO, so we know what the exploits are, and then being
Yeah.
able to implement them, right?
Yeah.
So, yep.
okay, so very well played, Pete. Nice run, thanks for sharing. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. And we'll see you guys around.
Cheers all.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye bye.